have a flyer. Charles Blake III appreciates your support.
Excuse me, sir. Are you a registered voter? I'd love to tell you about a new
Oh, hello there. I'm Charles Blake.
A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and his sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47. A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
Hey, no slouch.
Cassidy looks to be a gun enthusiast. The room looks like it's outfitted with a lot of security and alarms.
Oh, no.
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention. Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. Batty claims it interrupts the nesting birds and a species of frog that has been declared endangered. Must be a very important trip given his poor health. A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside. Well, this is very interesting. The note indicates that the box was given to Janus by the Constant, as per tradition, he writes. 47. This could mean the Constant and Janus meet up on a regular basis. Excellent find. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
Oh, hello there. I'm Charles Blake, chairman of the Home... I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man.
One of Janus's gardeners has decided to clear a series of mole tunnels using explosives. I applaud his enthusiasm, but sadly, local police have confiscated his equipment. If you...
Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives.
We're gonna keep this place locked up.
Honey, it's me. You called? Yes.
Do you need some help?
You know what, friend? I could indeed use some help. It's very kind of you to ask. People in this neighborhood are just so friendly. That's what I really love about this place.
No problem. What do you need?
Well, I'm running awfully late today. Chatty people in this neighborhood, you know? Anyway, I've got this package for James Batty in number 432. Would you be able to deliver it to him? I wouldn't normally just hand over a package like that, but you look very trustworthy.
I could do that. House number 432?
Yes, big house at the bend in the road. It's undergoing fumigation at the moment, so you can't miss it. Just leave it in the mailbox and ring his doorbell, and he'll come get it. He lives in his shed in the backyard, so it might take a few moments for him to show up.
Consider it done.
Thank you again. This place is just amazing. Helen gives away muffins, and you're helping deliver packages. What a day!
Janice's oddball nurse is at it again.
Oh, yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early, just to chat with the birds. Spends more time with them than he does with Janice.
A couple of weeks ago, I walked...
So Janus has an appointment with a male nurse every Saturday. He's down feeding the birds by the creek at the moment. Sounds like a good way inside Janus's house.
Asked him, and I have to tell you...
You know what I like about you guys? You're just so chill. No? You know what I like about you guys?
Okay. Uh-huh. Damn. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
bring my wife over here to smoke. Don't really have fun. Say, wouldn't you like to come out?
Sinister-looking basement. What could she be doing down there? Ceremonial robe of some sort with a note from Janus attached. The note is interesting. Janus has asked Helen to do a few repairs on the robe before he leaves for his annual trip. He even put a date there. This is valuable information, 47.
This takes me back. The night I passed the torch. End of an era as constant. We had the Vienna Philharmonic played that night. Empty concert hall except for the two of us. A rare moment indeed. A good talk, hands shaken, honor among men. As it should be. I wonder if he remembers it as vividly as I do. I should ask him when we meet again soon.
So, that piece of music sparked a memory in Janus's mind, and we now have confirmation that he and the Constant will be meeting each other soon. Great work, 47.
Great.
Okay.
You must be kidding me. A weapon?
At last, the actions of the first Constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still,
annual gathering of the Ark Society. That rings a bell. If Janus was its founder, perhaps he's still attending these gatherings, 47. This could be valuable information indeed.
Ah, there you are. I may have one foot in the grave, but without my smokes, I might as well be dead. As old Trotsky said, just as a lamp before going out shoots up in a brilliant flame.
last, the actions of the first constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still,
tea. Just what I needed.
at last, the actions of the first constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still,
You've probably seen some shit, haven't you?
Who are you? Where's Lafayette?
He's not well.
Hopefully it's something serious. I wouldn't mind if Lafayette was replaced.
It's derogatory to say male.
Permanently. He's an insufferable bore with a room temperature IQ. But if you're the new guy, you'll need to be on time. I have a busy schedule, you know. You have a very... Off to torture, son. So, back to this thing. I'll just spend a few minutes with the inhaler to fill my system with as much oxygen as possible before we proceed to the bathroom for the health check itself.
Don't worry, you're in good hands. This way, please.
All right, let's go then.
Nicely done, 47. It's time for Janus to pay for his crimes.
You know, you remind me of someone I met a long time ago.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still,
Remind me of someone I met a long time ago. A young boy in Romania.
Tell me more about this boy.
The boy. I remember his eyes better than anything. Ice cold, defiant. Maybe it was the nature of the project itself that led me to dislike him, but I felt nothing but disappointment when I looked at him. What a waste of resources.
Project. What project?
It was all based on one madman's pipe dream. Create an army of super soldiers through genetic manipulation. Somehow, he had managed to impress my superiors, and they had provided him with effectively endless resources to be wasted on foolish ideas and experiments. The project was idiotic. The subjects were erratic, unreliable. Why build an army of reckless super soldiers when a handful of well-placed spies can do so much more for your cause?
What became of him?
Oh, I don't know. Dead, I assume. In the end, we had his mind wiped. All the boys underwent the same treatment. I didn't follow the subsequent cleanup process, but from what I understand, the doctor and everyone else associated with the project is long gone.
I see.
Yes, well, enough reminiscing. Are you about done here?
Almost done. Yes.
You have strong hands. Last time I met someone with a firm grip like that was back in Minsk in '78. Olga had hands the size of a Kamchatka brown bear's paws. I miss her sometimes. Her command of the human body was legendary. Run along now. We're done here.
Oh, sure, if you play around a little with some fertilizer, propane, and gasoline, they're right there to confiscate your stuff and treat you... I heard that. And we're good to go.
I understand you have a mole problem.
Oh, you're a godsend. Let's get straight to it. The sooner this is fixed, the sooner I won't have to listen to Mr. Janus's complaints. Follow me. As you can see, we have a mole issue. Now, I know a permanent solution might take some time, but if you could just fill the holes by the end of the day, that'd be great. Come find me when you're done. Oh, yeah. So, the other day I accidentally asked Janus about that urn in the basement. Big mistake.
I'm done.
Great. Let me have a quick look. A bit unorthodox, maybe, but you got the job done. Let me get Mr. Janus so we can inspect it for himself. Hey, tell Mr. Janus the molehills have been fixed.
All right. Janus should be here to inspect the work soon, 47.
So the holes are filled, huh?
Yes, Mr. Janus. The gardener took a bit of an unorthodox approach, but they do look filled to me.
Well, I think I'll be the judge of that myself. Thank you very much. Beautiful work. The pests will soon be gone, and then I can get back to planting my vegetables. Good.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still.
If you see anything, let me know.
I understand.
Moles, moles, moles. Reminds me of a funny story. The embassy in Nicaragua in 1986. Carmen. She had a charming mole right next to her perfectly luscious, plump lips. I discovered it.
Said it would be hello, goodbye. But oh, you can do that even humble pie. We'd never get together. Darling, let's take a vow. Hey, you grab the pack of smoke that was thrown over the bench from the old guy's garden? No, I'm kind of tough.
Yeah, he's been sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
The new Cassandra Snow novel, maybe. Slivers of Past Shimmers, or something like that. See, my wife's reading it now. I can't get her to do anything around the house.
No, it's not a novel.
Okay.
One of Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the society. Well, 47, this is valuable information. Clearly, Janus is a meticulous man. This microfilm contains a lot of heavily redacted minutes from what appears to be a yearly event of some sort. Plenty of initials and project code names that don't ring any bells. Janus is mentioned by name throughout, however. This is a very important find, 47.
Oh, jeez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties? And the sugar. Really, no more gas on
Why don't you go grab a new canister? I'm telling you, these new folks are strange. Did you see that Cassidy guy snooping around here? He's been looking at the party for 3 times already. Why
Yes, I understand. You tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then.
Excellent, 47. This recording confirms that Janus is planning to meet with the Constant. This is just the sort of thing we're looking for.
That's pretty strange.
It's so good to see you over here, my darling. How are you feeling?
Better. The days have their ups and downs, as I'm sure you know. Nolan Cassidy is well, excuse me, but a real pain in the ass.
I never did understand why you needed to have so much security around you, Janus.
It's been like that all my adult life, so it's hardly something I notice anymore. But this new Herald, well, He's no Schmidt.
You liked Schmidt, didn't you?
I did. But I want you to know that I hold no grudge. I can't say I fully understand why you... Well, I've done much worse. Much worse.
Janus, It was an accident. I want you to know that. He wasn't supposed to die.
I believe you, Helen. You went through things while away that no person of your fragile nature should have to go through. Experiences like that, they change a person, stir at things inside that should not be stirred, and which, if brought to the surface, cannot easily be pushed under again.
I think it's always been there. The urge. My brother had pets. They would inexplicably die, and Mother would be furious with him. I enjoyed that. At university, I would spike the boys' drinks just to see what happened. One of them fell from a window and broke his back, but I got it under control until... well...
You know, Helen, this is good. I feel like this opens a new part of our relationship. There are things I know about drugs, poisons, chemicals I could teach you, if you wish to learn. But I think that is for another time. I am tired now. I am glad we talked, Helen.
Me too, Janus. Me too.
Oh? Okay. Okay.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with you. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still,